Rook's Craft Corner. I have a special treat for you folks today. I have been debating on what to do for this video, and it's come to my attention that there is a competitive crafting channel on YouTube that does not do gaming called 5 Men Crafts. And they may get 1 or 2 more views than me at the current, but I'm hoping to overtake them in the crafting market. But I watched one of their videos and I thought I'd put a spin on it and not steal content from them, and make something that most young people like these days, and that is bath bombs. Now, I'm not a big bath person. I am not fond of wallowing in my own filth usually, but today we will make an exception, or at least we will make the means so that one does not have to simply wallow in one's filth. They might even get a little bit clean. So the things that you'll need for this craft is your solid, simple plank of wood. Don't forget your crafting doily like I almost did. Put it right there and make it look all professional. We got our big bowl. Oh, that is burpy. Sorry, I just ate. Yeah, like usual, just full of sass and gas. That's what they say about me. We bought some citric acid, some baking soda, olive oil, extra virgin. Don't forget the giant bag of Epsom salt. It's 8 pounds. Food coloring of your choice. And cornstarch. Oh, something else that you could need are some essential oils if you wish to smell nice along with be in a foamy bathtub. I also bought some gloves that I will be putting on because I feel like a mad scientist usually when I'm combining all sorts of things together. And if we're gonna feel the part, we might as well look the part, and self-fulfilling prophecies and all that. So here we go. Looking at our list here, we've got an important list of things to do at the bottom. Yes, here we need 2 parts of the baking soda. So I guess the baking soda is gonna be the limiting factor of how much of this we make. 1 part cornstarch, 1 part Epsom salt with a comma that is poorly placed, 1 part citric acid, and then olive oil and food coloring as desired. Now, the place that I stole this from didn't say how much, so we'll be doing a little bit of guesswork like we normally do here on the channel. And let's just get right down into the dirty deeds done dirt cheap here on the crafting corner. 2 parts baking soda. First, we've got to decide how much we're going to use. We're going to use 1 whole cup because I bought this baking soda, and that's what we're going to do because it said so. Yep, so we got it open, we got a bowl, doily, and a cup. And put our finger in. We're gonna just kind of open it up like pretending to be civilized. And we'll put some baking soda in there. A little bit pinch of fairy dust to make it. Okay, 1. That's half a cup. And the next, oh, I can taste it in my mouth already. Oh, that's fine and powdery. Does not taste good, does not taste like soda. And that's 2. 2 half cup, 1 cup of baking soda. 1. Tango down. So everything else will be half a cup. Sure. Cornstarch. Number dose. Number beta. Got our cornstarch here, and we'll pop it up, bump it up as one might be saying these days. I don't know what the youngsters say. They have so much lingo. Be sure to not make a mess. It's science. It's a precise measure of poise and skill and timing that will result in something that your mother will be proud of you for. Part 2 done. Get that out of there. Well, that's 2. Next, one 1E and a 2E, and we need some citric acid. I wonder if there are any warnings. Citric acid, less than 2% silicon dioxide. Anti-caking. Used with tomato or tomato juice recipes. Well, I guess it's not that acidic if they're selling it to canned tomatoes or tomatoes. You know what they say. When in doubt, always try acid. I wonder where on the pH scale this puppy's at. Well, I've coated my knife in citric acid. I get +1 to being a douchebag now. There goes. Another one bites the dust. And that's the way that goes. Epsom salt. We need 1 part Epsom salt. And here it is. Cut along the line, press zipper nerd seal. I'll do my best, but believe me, I'm no geolatrist. So I'm planning on buying a camcorder to start filming these craft corner videos on, because 1, the quality is pathetic on my iPhone that I have. Yes, judge me for having an iPhone. 2, the other thing is that I have run into some major issues trying to get my video files from my phone to my computer to upload onto the YouTube and edit. And that's just very frustrating for me. So I'm gonna use all 6 of my senses. Sight, touch, Tupac, evaporation, yeah, all 6 of them, all 6 of my senses, to buy a camcorder so that I don't have to struggle a little anymore. Aren't you all happy for me? But yes, so we've got this mixture here. It's not mixture, it's kind of just like layered on top of each other. We've got a thing, and I got some food coloring. Green. Yeah, we'll just... You know, something I'm kind of worried about, and I do plan, I'll show you a before and after bath shot. I'm not gonna fucking do my whole body in a fucking bath because I'm kind of worried that if I do like use a bath bomb made out of this stuff, it might stain my skin and it might stain my tub. Not that I doubt the validity of 5-min crafts, but I have a job to go to and I can't be green for it. Yes, let your minds wander on what my real job is. But yes, I don't want to either stain the tub of the place that I'm renting, and 2, I don't want to stain my skin to where when I walk into work, they look at me even more strangely than they do now. That being said, let's add some food coloring. We'll add like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 drops. I don't know. 9 drops, sure. Now on to the essential oils, which is arguably the most important part of this process. First, you want to start out with something probably good for your skin. So I'm going to start out with some tea tree because that's good for your skin, or so I am told. And I'm running low, so we'll just kind of use a little bit of it. 1, 7, 9, 8, 3, 2, 1, 9, 8, 8, 8, 6, 5, 4, 10. Good enough. Next, we'll go with clove, because when I'm wallowing in filth, I really do appreciate if my skin is burning as the filth is being removed. It's that antiseptic that they used for dental procedures way back in the day. And by that I mean when dentistry was basically sitting in the town square with a pair of pliers pulling out things from people that they said hurt them. So we'll put a lot of that in there because after it stops burning, you don't feel anything. Next, we're gonna use something very good for embalming, from what I'm told, and that's myrrh. So we're gonna, my cap, if you know myrrh, and you get good quality myrrh, 1, it'll smell like licorice, and 2, it is very sticky and it will dry and it will make your life a living hell. But you can tell why they used to embalm, because like it doesn't, it has no give. You cannot, my little drippy bottle cap is not coming out of there. So we just got this open thing of myrrh. In fact, if I recall correctly, when I was in college, this spilled all over the floor. And myrrh is pricey. Don't let it fool you. Those shrubberies from the Far East, they are expensive. So don't waste your myrrh by spilling it on your college floor. So we put a bunch of myrrh for embalming our flesh in there. And lastly, we'll follow with some stress away. Because who doesn't want to reduce their stress while they're wallowing in their own filth, while your skin's being both embalmed and being ripped from your body? So just put a couple drops in there. All right, now that we've done that, I feel like we need to stir it all and mix it around with something that's metal. So I have this teaspoon here, and if it doesn't create mustard gas, then I guess we'll count today as a win, maybe. But the reason that I'm not using like wood or something like that is because I don't want it to absorb in the whatever it is. This is looking a lot. Oh, the olive oil, Bobby. Rook, you silly dunce, you. As per the usual, you want to add more oil to your body by dumping olive oil in it. 1 and 2, sure. All right, cool. Now that we've put olive oil in it, it'll look more like a bath bomb, obviously, you silly plebeians. How dare you not know that this is a bath bomb right away? Look at it go. Can't you tell? Wouldn't you throw this in a tub before you start wallowing in your own filth? I'm just really against baths in general. I think part of it was I wasn't really raised on baths. Never really a relaxing time for me when I took them, because it was like a fight between being cold and like how long do you want to stay in. I remember a long time ago, back when I was in high school, the sports that I played they didn't require, but like I hurt a lot after them. So I went and I did some bath stuff. By bath stuff, I mean I just kind of like almost drowned by falling asleep in the bathtub a couple times because I was, 1, in pain, 2, tired, and 3, no, that's pretty much it. It's a very nice combination. Okay, good progress, but I don't think we have enough olive oil. Could be wrong, and it looks like the green food coloring is kind of given that rat poison kind of feel, where it's like white with the danger green, don't eat. We'll add like 3 more of these. The pictures that I saw on the interwebs when I was stealing this idea, it showed it like formed more and less. Yeah. So we'll just kind of keep going. We'll mix in a prod, and I don't know, maybe my goods are subpar. And I don't think that's it, but I mean, when it says great value, I intend it to be a mother truckin' great value. So I learned something new existed today. I learned that there is something in Europe that exists that is peanut butter, but it's made out of cookies. Yep, if you didn't know that, you do now. Go and live your life to the fullest, knowing that they make peanut butter out of cookie dough now. Or cookies. Good shit. Good mother truckin' stuff. What other weird things have happened to me recently? What have you guys done recently? Comment below what kind of weird shenanigans you have been up to. I have really had a lazy week. Sniper Elite 4 was on the Play Store a little while ago, so I picked that up and I've been playing that. I recently got back into Warframe, a old love of mine, which is probably more like a toxic relationship for me with the whole Warframe thing. I don't need to be playing any more of that game. I have devoted quite a bit of my life to that horrible abomination of a game. And by that I mean it's a good game now. It wasn't when it was earlier. It's not even the same game, arguably. It is good to play with friends, and that's about it. It's good to play with friends. If you're there by yourself and you try to do it by yourself, then you better be ready for a fun solitary experience being in a ninja by yourself. So I'm done stirring with this spoon. I don't feel like it's doing its job well enough. We'll send it a 2-week notice here later, but for now, we'll just kind of get in there and work it around like a dough, like some, I don't know, some dough of non-monetary design. Yes. Work the dough, make it so. Maybe even eat a potato. Alright, we're really doing it. We're going up in the world, we're making life work. Go. Some exciting things that I have going on tonight. I'm going to go play D&D. I haven't done that in a hot moment, so that'll be fun for ya boy. Might go do that for a bit. I might have some fun making some porridge. I don't know how to make porridge. I keep thinking I'm gonna do a baking episode, and I feel like I should. I'm a halfway decent baker. Comment below if you would like to see a baking episode of Rook's Craft Corner Baking Extravaganza. Extrapolation ganza of DIY projects that are not giant lumps of green wasabi looking stuff in a bowl. And this is probably my truest to form from the first video that I ever recorded. I ain't giving this to nobody because they'll probably think it's like something like they'll like look at me and they'll be like, thanks, I'm not gonna put this in my bath. I received word from my compatriots that I gave the other one to that they used it and they liked it before they threw it on the ground in their shower in disgust. Just kidding, they dropped it. But we'll leave that there in our wasabi thingy. We'll take off these gloves in a professional manner. And we're gonna, so in the video, you could use your different style of molds. It kind of does look like a mold, don't it? Anyway, you can use your different kind of molds, but I don't have any molds because I'm a 24-year-old guy that lives by themselves in the Midwest. So I have a cupcake tray. So we'll be making bath bomb cupcakes. Just don't ingest them, it's not safe. These are for bathing purposes only. Just don't be an idiot, you guys. I believe in you to not be a moron. I don't have much faith in me, but that died a long time ago. What I do have faith in is that I'd say that there's a 60-30% chance that these will fail. Why do I say that? Well, I think the Epsom salt will do its job because it's Epsom salt. I think the essential oils will do its job because it's oils. I'm not really sure what the citric acid, the cornstarch, and the baking soda add, or the olive oil for that matter. But if it adds anything, then it's filler. Am I being too cynical about this thing that I just made? Probably. But then again, I am the crafting expert here. People come to watch my show. Apparently you're supposed to let this dry for 4 hours because reasons? One. Okay. That is terrible. Yummy. Two. Just kind of plop her on in there. Ooh. It feels like moist sand. Some people don't like the word moist. I say moist. Three. I wonder how many of these you'd have to use to elicit a good regular bath bomb experience. I'm not sure. The thing about it is, like, I'm not gonna be doing a side-by-side test here of like, oh, look at X bath bomb's quality versus your own garbo that you threw together in a bowl on your kitchen table. I'm not gonna do that. I am going to go clean my bathroom so it's not a horrible mess when I show all the viewers what I have in there, which is a toilet, a bathtub, and a shower. When I get in there, I'm not gonna do a side-by-side like this one works better. I'm just gonna be like, this is my bath bomb. You either love it or you leave it. Like a forlorn Sasquatch. And that's really what I plan to do. So when we get there, we get there. for now, I'm just gonna keep on shoving stuff until we ain't got nothing else to shove. Ew, I feel like it got less oily at the bottom. It's very crumbly. Okay, let's kind of sweep that in there. They really do look joyous, full of joy. Just kind of top them all off there. Make them yearn for death. No, bath salts, don't fall over. One-handed. My 8 pounds, well, less than now, my 8 pounds of bath salts want to fall. Now you're supposed to let these sit for 4 hours, which will be, it'll be an amount of time from now. So I'll let these sit and I'll be back with, I don't really want to do another, I'll be back later with more footage of me failing. Goodbye. Welcome back, you craft-hungry people. I have come to the realization that my bathtub does not, in fact, have a plug. I was cleaning it vigorously in the hopes of filming it in my bathroom for the first time ever. And sadly, I have no plug. I was scrubbing the tub and I got to the front where the little flippy flip should be if you have like a built-in plug in the bottom of a drain. And it was just like a metal plate and it turned like a lot and I was like, I don't think that should turn that much. Hang on, wait a minute. Where's the plug? And like when I moved in, I didn't have a plug. So anyway, we're doing it in the sink. And my only concern is that it stains the sink instead of the bathtub, which I could probably use heavy cleaning products on both and get them out of the way. So we've got our little biscuits here. I like the look of this one. So we'll take it. It dried and it feels a lot more grainy than it was, but it did appear to take the shape of the cupcake. And it's much sturdier than it was. I don't know, we probably don't have enough water in there to do this justice, but here we go. We'll see what happens. Well, it's fizzing. It's breaking off into various parts. I assume it would, with it being Epsom salt, it would be okay to just kind of coat your body with. And the other stuff, I guess, isn't inherently bad for you. Besides, I don't know about the citric acid or the cornstarch. Again, I don't really know what either of those would do or help. Yeah, I guess it's kind of green. It's got that, Crayola crayon green going on. Yeah, more of like a colored pencil than a crayon. There's these large... I'm going to use the spoon to point. There's these large areas of something, and I don't know what they are. They don't look like normal bubbles. They look more of like a film. Now, the fizzing is continuing, but I don't see any more bubbles being produced from where I dropped it. I do smell the essential oils. Is that all? I believe it's been dissolved. Well, we all knew it was going to come to this. I'm going to plunge my hand into it. Oh, I can see the oils on top. Okay. Well, at least I'll probably have a clean hand, maybe, if it doesn't come up in just a bone hand. Or 2, I might have a cleaner sink. Well, that's warm water. And it's, yeah, it's all dissolved. It dissolved relatively quickly. Again, I don't know how fast bath bombs are to disperse or to not disperse. I made it with warm water. I don't know if people take cold baths. I know people take ice baths. That sounds like a thing I would do back in the high school days of playing sports. I don't know. It doesn't... It's left an oily film on my skin, and presumably that's the oils being oils on my skin. Or I don't know, I've never used Epsom salt before. My hand is a little bit red. I don't know if you can tell or not, but it's become a little bit reddish. Red versus my other hand. Concerned? I don't know. Maybe that's just the warm water. I'm gonna keep sticking it in there for a little bit. Maybe it's the clove. Maybe it's like all of the germs and bacteria on my arm just kind of dying. I don't know. Well, if I make a follow-up video and I have a hook hand, you know why. This has been Rook's Craft Corner, signing off. Leave a like to someone who would need a like in this circumstance. Your favorite YouTuber, or maybe just someone on Facebook who you're thinking like, hey, they could use a little pick-me-up right about now. Anyway, good talk. Talk to you later. Have good crafting. Bye. Oh, my friends, there we are. Welcome back to Rook's Craft Corner, and I have a special treat for you today. Today we're going to start the video over.